Look, I know it's been a couple of days already, but I do have a few brief thoughts that I want to get out on this trailer, so we're just going to go through it really quickly, and I'm going to bring up a few things and go over my personal feelings, because I know there's been a lot of discussion about it, and I'd like to add my voice to it. So let's get started.
Get inside!
Whoa.
So far, it's 10 seconds in, and all there are headshots of characters that we either haven't seen before or are very familiar with. So this is very in line with the kind of thing you want from a teaser, just a little bit of a taste of the show, but not really giving you any idea as to what it's going to be doing. So here is our first basically non-headshot, and I don't even know what this is. It appears to, just be some sort of a robot in a CGI planet. Who knows what context this is in? It's unlikely to be a big part of an episode, but this is the first glimpse at something from Series 13 that is not just a face, right?
I'm the doctor. This is Raz. This is Dan.
No way.
Hiya.
So this is our first glimpse at Dan, really. I mean, I know there was that teaser 6 months ago, but here we actually see just a tiny bit of him. I gotta be honest, I do feel like he's gonna work well in this TARDIS team. I have expressed before some concern about there being 3 people in the TARDIS, and that was more out of an excitement for just 2 people in the TARDIS wins more with the Doctor and Yaz. But I just got a little bit of a feeling about Dan. I think he's gonna work quite well. And I knew this would happen, but that feeling of, we are missing out on something by not having just a season of the Doctor and Yaz, that is going away a little bit, because I am just getting glimpses of Dan and seeing, I don't know, he could be a really good companion. We'll have to wait and see. I look forward to seeing what he brings to the team, but I'm far less skeptical than I was before. Here we just see it looks like the Doctor and Yaz holding on to something. Appears to be the same alien planet. It's quite possible they're going away from those robot things that we saw earlier. Not much to really say about this. Moments of CGI action like this are not really what I come to Doctor Who for, so who knows what it'll end up looking like in the show, but it's not the kind of thing in a trailer that excites me personally.
You're hiding something.
You're hiding something. Of course, this is related to what we just saw in The Timeless Children, which I know many people have many thoughts about, myself included. And I am looking forward to seeing how that storyline plays out, and I'm glad there's at least a little bit of a teaser in here. Now, I say it's related to The Timeless Children. It could be entirely different, but it seems very unlikely that there's something else that's about, especially when the context that we have going into this one is coming off of the backs of Timeless Children, Revolution of the Daleks. It seems very likely to me that that line is referencing that storyline as it will continue into the show.
Get inside!
Whoa.
So again, just a bunch more headshots of characters. There's very little in terms of, if we skim through this trailer, it's a bunch of shots of faces and then little bits of other things. Obviously you have shots like this which have a little bit more to them, but largely, you don't get too much from this, and it is really a teaser trailer. I know on the official Doctor Who channel it says trailer, but it is far more a teaser trailer than anything else. One last moment here real quick.
Any questions? No. See you soon.
Yeah, that's it. Just 40 seconds. Not much to go over here. It really doesn't offer too much in terms of, this is what you're going to get. And I know some people are going to be upset by that, but personally, I don't want too much of an idea as to what's going to be in the season, because I'm going to watch it anyway. If you do give people too much information, it is going to take something away from that feeling of sitting down and watching an episode and having very little idea as to what's actually going to happen within it. That's something that I really like, and I know people want to know basically everything about the show before they go into it, but I just can't relate because I love sitting down and not having much of a clue of what's going to happen. And in terms of what that results in, sometimes it's going to be a great episode, sometimes it's going to be horrible, but I like the experience of sitting down for something fresh without having too much information as to the events that are actually going to happen. When I first sat down and watched this a couple days ago off camera, I thought it was fine. I mean, there really wasn't too much in it to excite me, but it is Doctor Who, and I am naturally looking forward to watching it. However, going back through it here, it does excite me a little more, just getting the glimpses of Dan and thinking about how that's going to play out within the show. I am looking forward to seeing this team together. This teaser, of course, came from the Comic-Con panel from a couple of days ago, where we learned 2 other pieces of information that I want to discuss. The first of which is the guest actor for several episodes this season, Jacob Anderson. This was hyped up for a couple of weeks. They said they had a very special guest in the panel, and people got very excited because Doctor Who fans like to let their imagination get the best of them, and then they'll start predicting, oh, it's going to be David Tennant, it's going to be a returning classic Doctor on the panel, it's going to be all of these different things that make absolutely no sense, or a spin-off I saw someone say, which is ridiculous. Of course they're not going to announce any of those things. And of course, it's not going to be a returning Doctor. So a lot of people were very disappointed when they announced, oh, it's Jacob Anderson. And they were like, what? It wasn't all of these million things I thought it could have been that were very unlikely. Now, I was also wrong because I thought it was either going to be Joe Martin or Sacha Dhawan with a chance of Alex Kingston. I thought that covered a good range of the possibilities of who it could be. That wasn't who I wanted to show up. It was just who I expected. And I was happy to see Jacob Anderson, and I've seen him be really good in Game of Thrones. He was also in Broadchurch as well. And I look forward to seeing what he brings to the show. They probably shouldn't have hyped it up as much because that was going to encourage Doctor Who fans to be guessing who it was, and unfortunately, a lot of them were quite disappointed. And I do think it actually would have helped the situation out if they had stated 2 weeks ago that it was going to be a brand new cast member, but I still can't really blame the BBC or the people behind this marketing because it's not their fault that people were predicting absolutely crazy things. But regardless, I really look forward to seeing him in the show, and the last thing I wanted to talk on is the fact that Series 13 is going to be a continuous story.
The big thing that we're going to be doing this year is it's all one story. So every episode is a chapter in a bigger story. So we've changed the shape of the series for this year.
We don't know for sure what he means by this. What I expect is that every episode is going to have at least something that contributes to a bigger overall piece. So there are probably going to be more standalone adventures that have a few minutes at the end that add something to the story. I don't know for sure. It's possible it's going to look a little bit different than that. I expect there are also going to be episodes entirely dedicated to the series arc. But I very much doubt that every single episode is going to be about the story arc. Odds are you're going to have adventures that just have them going off to do something, and then have a few minutes saved at the beginning or the end to add to Series 13's continuous arc. But yeah, those are my expectations, those are my thoughts. Don't have too much to say, just had a few things I wanted to get out. Whatever your thoughts on the trailer are, be sure to leave them down below if you feel like doing so. I hope to see you around soon for more videos, reviews, rankings, that sort of thing. The Pyramids of Mars video, I'm hoping to get it out this upcoming Sunday. I know it was already supposed to be out, but I have been very busy moving, so I have had almost no time to work on that, but rest assured that almost everything is done. I've finished writing it, recording it, editing the audio, and I am now a couple of minutes into editing the video, and once that's done, it will be released. So I hope to see you around soon for that, and if not, that is totally cool, so long as you know that I appreciate your time here today. And with that said, thank you very much for watching, take care, and have a lovely week.